Loose leash walking is a great thing that you can teach your dog. It's a great foundation that we can use to build on. It is a great way to help keep you and your dog safe, and it also is a great way for you to bond with your dog. Hi, I'm Sandy Howle, and welcome to Kong Classroom. So loose leash walking is very important because it's something that we deal with every day. We need to be walking our dogs, and we obviously don't want our dog, pulling us down the street because it can be dangerous for us, especially if you have a large breed dog. But also too, we don't want the dog pulling around his neck because we don't want to damage the trachea. If we can start this training early on, right away, we can prevent this from happening, and then we have a well-behaved dog. So it's great so that, they will walk near you and not pull you all over the place. There's actually a couple different ways we can go about this. One is with the collar. You can start with a flat collar. With the collar, you want to make sure that it sits up above the top of the neck and make sure it kind of goes behind the ears. And you want to be able to get 2 fingers underneath it. So you want it kind of snug. With puppies, with growing dogs, this is something that you want to check daily because puppies grow so fast. You want to make sure that you can get those 2 fingers under that collar. You also need a 4 to 6 foot leash. If you wanted to try a harness, when you're teaching the dog not to pull, we highly recommend a no-pull harness. A lot of these have a front strap on them, and this will help prevent the dog from pulling. And it just kind of depends on how you want to go about it. With the leash, it's very important to hold the leash properly. So you actually take and put your thumb through the handle on the leash and then wrap your hand around it. God forbid if something happens, you've got a large breed dog and he starts to run, that's actually a safety thing. So if he does run, you can open your hand and that leash can come off and you won't go to the ground. I do not recommend using flexible leashes or retractable leashes. The reason is because with those leashes, the dog actually has to pull to get away from you to go wherever he wants to go. Dogs pull on a leash because it's what we consider a self-rewarding behavior. Dogs pull because they want to get something, whether it's to greet a person or another dog or to smell something, whatever that is. And when they get to that, that's their reward. So it's a self-rewarding behavior. So in that situation, we're almost teaching the dog it's okay to pull because he has to do that on this leash. So we need to change that perception. And that's where that loose leash walking comes into play. So load up with treats. You can do stuffed Kongs. Stuffed Kongs actually work great for those large dogs. And for small dogs, what I like to do is a wooden spoon. So what you can do is actually take a wooden spoon, roll it in, say, peanut butter, Greek yogurt, something thick and a little pasty. Roll that in treats and then stick it in your freezer and get it frozen. And then what we can do when we're walking that dog, we want to pick a side that our dog always walks on. So for instance, we're gonna have our dog walk on the left side. So we hold our leash in the right hand, and then we can put either the Kong or that wooden spoon in our left hand. So as we're walking, the dog can actually start licking on that wooden spoon, licking on that Kong. So what we're doing is we're making it a much more fun experience for that dog to be near you. We can also add a cue in as we are doing this. So something like let's go or let's walk, whatever works for you. The biggest thing with this is make sure you use the same phrase or the same word every time. If someone else is working with your dog or if someone else is training your dog, they need to use that same word as well. That way there's no confusion on the dog's part. So you can throw that cue in there as well. Okay, let's go. And then you start walking. So that's gonna let that dog know, okay, we're walking now, and it's gonna be fun. So with training, with loose leash walking, with any type of dog training, it is all about consistency. It's all about practice. It is not an overnight thing. Start small, start in short sessions. And depending on the dog too, some dogs have different attention spans. So puppies are going to have shorter attention spans than some older dogs, and it could be vice versa. If your dog gets bored and kind of starts to wander and he's done, stop the session and then try another time. But again, practice makes perfect, so just keep working at it. I'm Sandy Howle. Thanks for joining us in Kong Classroom.